Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for June the 13th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy. After that, we'll be looking at the energy of each zodiac sign. So if you know your ascendant, you can get quite a bit of information out of a short little video like this. If you only know your sun sign, you can still get a nice little fun amount of information. Hopefully fun. We'll see. I always say that, the tarot imitates life, and life is not always sunshine and daisies. So, if we're going to truly imitate life, then we can't truly always be talking about sunshine and daisies. Now, overall energy for today shows up as the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles talks about this idea of somebody evening things out, somebody making something right. So this is like if somebody owes you some money for something, they could be paying you back. If they borrowed a cup of sugar, whatever it is, this is somebody making something reciprocal or making something even, making this into an even energy exchange. This could be that you're going to be doing some kind of work that somebody's going to be paying you for today. So we'll see how it plays out. Let's take a peek at each zodiac sign as we go around the wheel, starting with, as usual, Aries. Okay, so Aries, Two of Wands showing up in reverse. Well, this is interesting because there's something that has been out of balance between you and another person for a little while. And this other person trying to bring that balance back into whatever's been going on in the relationship. That's nice. That's a promising sign, right? Next up, let's look at Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Six of Swords. This is interesting because for me, this is another card that talks about finding balance, finding peace, moving forward away from something holding us back or drawing us down. So what's going on with that overall? I feel like Taurus, there's somebody that is helping us as we try to move forward into more peaceful situations in life. We've got somebody who is um, on the same side, somebody who is not, dragging us back or holding us down. They're doing the opposite of that. That's nice. Next, let's look at Gemini. So Geminis, you guys have the Queen of Pentacles showing up in reverse. What is going on here, Geminis? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Geminis, I think there's somebody that they owed you something, whether it was money, an apology, something. I think you kind of wrote it off. I think you just kind of said, yeah, I'm never going to see that. And I think they're coming up out of the blue and paying you back for whatever it is that they owe you. That's nice. We like those little surprises like that. Next up, we're looking at Cancer. Cancers. You guys have the King of Pentacles showing up here. King of Pentacles. What do we have there? Cancers, those of you who are looking for new clients, you may be finding a new client who is very solid and somebody who is more of a long-term type of client for those of you who operate in that type of world. For those of you who don't have clients, when we try to put this into context, this could still be somebody who's been in your life a long time, who's doing something to benefit you as a way of acknowledging or saying thank you for the things that you have done to benefit them. Next up, we're looking at Leo. Leo. Eight of Swords. Leos. You guys have somebody who they owe you something. It would be nice if they would if they would pay that back and if this would become a reciprocal situation. Absolutely. The thing is, Leos, I think that you're in a position where you're trying to control the situation to such a degree that it's not healthy for you. Probably not healthy for them either, but my focus right now is you. And I think you're feeling a little bit stuck because you don't know how to make this person pay you back or maybe even just acknowledge you for the things that you've done. And I think what we have coming up here, Leo, is that you're really trying hard to figure out how to make this person show appreciation for you or pay you back for the things that you've done. It's I feel like you guys already know that you can't control another person, and that includes what they think of you. And yet you're finding yourself kind of in this trap of trying to influence what they think of you. That can be a very uncomfortable position to keep yourself in. And if this is about money, this is like you don't really know how to get this person to pay you back. Maybe you don't see how they're making money, whatever. You know, the wise elders that I know always told me when I was little, don't loan money to somebody if you can't afford to lose it. Basically, take it like if you're going to loan somebody money, it's like putting money in a slot machine at the casino. Chances are you're not going to get it back. If you do, it's bonus and it's cool and it's great. Um, but we should never loan money that we really were counting on for ourselves. And so it may be that that's what's happened here is that somebody really pulled on your heartstrings and got you to lower your guard a little bit and loan a little bit more than what you should. And so now you're trying to get them to pay you back. And I would say looking at this card or this card combination, I would say you don't know how to make that happen and they're going to pay you back or they're not. You can't make it go one way or the other. The best thing to do at this point is figure out, not make that person your source for the money that you need, but figure out where else you can get the money that you need. And then when this does come back later on, then it's bonus. Assuming that it does. I feel like it will. Just not as fast as you both had hoped is what I'm hearing. All right, next up we're looking at Virgo. Virgo, 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 Virgo. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Very similar to Leo's. I don't think you're as wound up about this as Leos are spinning on this, but Virgos, that Seven of Pentacles in reverse tells me you were expecting a payday. You were expecting to be paid back by somebody for something, whether it was time, a service, whatever. You were expecting to have some kind of payback come to you today. It ain't happening. And if it does happen, it's not going to be the full pay that you're due. There's going to be something wrong that has to be fixed. And so there's a delay before you have the full payday. And for some of you, there's a delay before you get the payday at all. There are going to be things that have to be talked about, pointed out, proven, worked out before this full pay comes to you, or in some cases, before pay comes to you at all on whatever this payday is that you're expecting today. Hmm. All right, well, the last two cards turned kind of sour. Let's see if we can resurrect some more good energy here without sacrificing our accuracy. Boop-a-da-doo-doo. Let's look at Libra. Libra. Okay. Justice card in reverse. So for me, the Justice card and the Six of Pentacles are they're kind of sister cards. The Six of Pentacles is the little sister to the Justice card. Things are being made even, they're being made fair. Justice card, things are being made even and fair as well, usually in a more dramatic way or in a very legal and official way. Okay. Now, with this Justice card in reverse, that's interesting. I do think somebody's paying you back, Libra. I think you may not, when you understand where this payback is coming from, you may not be so thrilled about it. You may tell them not to worry about paying you back. Because, and this is the first time I've ever got this off the Justice card in reverse, but it feels like whatever they're doing that's paying you back may not be so legal, maybe a little under the table. And so it's going to, this is going to sort of depend on you as to, is this acceptable for me or not? You know, a lot of people take cash under the table. It doesn't have to be reported to the IRS. Is that an acceptable situation for you or not? Some people sell drugs and they have drug money and that's how they pay their bills. Is that acceptable for you to take that or not? There's something going on here that how this person is paying you back may not exactly be completely on the up and up. And I think you want to be aware of that so that you can make your own decisions. And I think you will be aware of that. I don't think that's something that's really going to be that much hidden. So you get to make your own decision about how you feel about that and if it's acceptable or not. And I'm not trying to judge or say it should be or it shouldn't be. I'm just saying. Be careful because sometimes when we get involved with stuff like this, then we can end up incriminating ourselves into something that we weren't really so much a part of. We just knew a little bit about. So be careful about this. That's what I really want to say. Be careful about this when somebody's paying you back today. Boop-a-da-doo. Anything else I want to say about that? Some of you may also be alternatively not the same people, so there's going to be a couple different storylines here. Some of you, there may be a decision that's made that's a legal official decision that basically says that you're not getting paid back in a certain situation. I don't think that decision will be made in a way of good integrity. It would be corrupted either by people not having all the knowledge that they need or people being biased. But for some of you, there is an official decision saying you're not getting paid back. All right, let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio. Queen of Wands showing up in reverse. Scorpios, we're kind of questioning whether we're going to get paid back for something where somebody owes us something or not. And we are feeling pretty pessimistic about it. I would say actually we're more than questioning it. I would say we're feeling pretty pessimistic about it. And not only that, it's also really stealing away our motivation to do something because we're not expecting to have a fair repayment in that situation. Okay. Sagittarius. Five of Cups coming up in reverse. Oh, this is interesting. So Sagittarius, this is actually pretty deep. This looks like you have some kind of personal situation where things kind of went off the tracks. Okay. And I think this is a situation that has been important to you. and also probably important to the other person as well. I think I think that this is a situation where mutual forgiveness has been needed. You've needed to forgive that other person. They've needed to forgive you if anything's going to move forward with this situation. So, what I'm seeing today is that the other person is now forgiving you. I think you've already let go of any animosity or any grudges or hurt feelings or whatever. I think you've let go of any of that negative energy that came out of whatever happened before. I think today what we see is they are also letting go of any kind of negative energy towards you. So a mile marker actually in um, allowing some type of relationship to move forward again now that you've made it over this obstacle. All right, next up, let's look at Capricorn. That was really good. That was really touching. I like Sagittariuses. All right, Capricorn. Okay. Four of Cups showing up in reverse. So Four of Cups, when it's right side up, is my pity party card. When it's in reverse, it talks about, yes, there's been disappointments, but now I'm moving forward. What is my next best opportunity? What can I move forward with? So this is interesting because it basically says that there's some kind of disappointment happening here, Capricorn. But at the same time, there's also somebody making something right with you, whether it's financially or otherwise, but they're making something right with you. They're making something reciprocal. And this is allowing you to shrug off the disappointment and move forward to the next opportunity. Okay. That's sweetness. Moving forward. All right, next up, we're looking at Aquarius. My screensaver off of here. Okay, so Aquarius, King of Cups showing up in reverse. Boop-ba-da-doo-doo. This is somebody who is making something right with you. If they owe you something, they're bringing you whatever it is they owe you. However, I'm going to say with this King of Cups in reverse, they're it doesn't feel so good when they do that. There may be some kind of emotional manipulation as they do that, or they could be um, just more blatantly mean or ugly as they do that. You know, they're not really acting kind or gracious. They're certainly not saying thank you for whatever this is that they're paying you back for. That is not happening here with this card. There's not gratitude showing up here at all. So don't expect it. Don't expect it. I think you should put your hard hat and your seatbelt on for whatever this interaction is. It'll be nice to have this payback that you deserve back. I think that some of the emotional stuff that comes with it, oof, not fun and not appropriate. So please remind yourself that that's not appropriate. Don't let them get to you. Next up, we're looking at Pisces. Pisces with the Fool card. Boop-ba-da-doo-doo. This is the beginning of some kind of relationship with somebody that things are um, reciprocal. This may be a new client that is going to end up being a regular client, but because it's the Fool, it's something new. You may not know they're going to be a regular client just yet, but you'll look back and you'll realize later on. Okay. The other thing that this could be a friendship or a romantic relationship where things are, starting and they are in a very reciprocal way. That could be happening as well. So we've got different storylines that show up here for each of you Pisces. Some of you may have more than one of these happening, but most of you are just going to have one or the other. But some type of new reciprocal something. This could even be a job where you put in your time and you get pay back. You're being repaid for something you put in, being repaid for your time. So it could be a new job. Whatever it is, it's definitely new with the Fool. All right. Could be a new job, could be a new relationship, could be a new client, depending what fits for your life. Different ones of you are going to have it manifest different ways. Okay, so that's what I've got for today. Thank you guys very much for being here. Everyone, remember, put some feedback down below. Let me know how I'm doing. Also, put a thumbs up on this video and share it out to the world if you think it might benefit other people as well. And of course, I am going to be doing readings and Reiki sessions today. So if you need one of those or if you want one of those, then get a hold of me. All my contact information is on my website right there in the corner. And other than that, once again, thank you all for being here. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.